Yeah. Turn the other way. Guys.
Hello viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the program Mathematics for JHS. In our last lesson, we looked at how to add and subtract numbers involving standard form. Today, we shall be looking at multiplication and division of numbers involving standard form. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, so based on what we did last week, today we will be moving to, or we will consider multiplication and division. For instance, if you are given So let's say we have the example on the board, 1.3 times 10 exponent negative 2, then times, the bracket means multiply by 2 times 10 exponent 5. How do you go about this? Now what you do is that, in most cases, you try to write it in a way that makes it look simple, or it makes it much simpler to deal with. So in dealing with this one, you are to rewrite this, okay? You'll be multiplying this one by the 2. And you will also be multiplying the 10 exponent negative 2 by 10 exponent 5. So rewrite this in a way to make it look a bit simple. So I'll move the point. That's what I will do. But I'm moving to the right. So Monira, if I'm moving to the right, will it be negative or positive? Negative. It will be negative. So I end up with 1.3 times 10 exponent what? Negative 1. The point will not come again. So it will become 13 times 10 exponent negative 1 if I move the point to the right. Then times what? Times 10 exponent negative 2. You can rewrite this one as what we have in the next step. I hope that's okay. Then here, you don't need to rewrite it because it's already so easy to deal with. It's just 2 times 10 exponent 5. So you write it as this. Is it clear? So in effect, you can write as 13 times 10 exponent negative 3 because you add the exponents. Then times 2 times 10 exponent 5. So from here, you can now multiply your 13 by what? 2. Multiply 13 by 2 and also multiply 10 exponent negative 3 by 10 exponent 5. Any questions? So you can simplify and get to the final step where we are having 13 times 2 times 10 exponent negative 3 times 10 exponent 5. Ask for any questions. You are okay. Richard, are you fine? So we end up with, what is 13 times 2? Tawfiq?
26.
26. And how do you treat the 10 exponent negative 3 times 10 exponent 5?
You add the base. You add the powers.
You add the powers. And what do you get?
2.
You get 2.
Yes.
Okay? This is negative 3. This is 5. Positive. It's like you owe somebody 3 cedis. You've gone to pay using 5 cedis. The person should give you back how much? 2 cedis. So negative 3 plus 5 is what? 2. So this is 10 exponent 2. But are we right to leave it there? What do we do next? Asifa, what do we do next?
Sir, please, we jump the 0 to the...
Are we right to leave it 26 times 10 exponent 2?
Sir, please.
So what do we do to change it to proper standard form?
Sir, please, you jump the point to the...
So here, where should the point be?
Sir.
So it becomes 2.6. But then you are multiplying by 10 exponent what?
1.
1. That is very good. Because you are moving from left. Once we count from the left, it carries positive 1. So it will be 2.6 times 10 exponent 1. Then times 10 exponent what? 2. Ochad, what's the answer?
Times 10 exponent 3.
10 exponent 3. Any questions? Munira, any questions?
Sir.
No. Tawfiq, are you okay? Okay, so viewers, as I did indicate from the start of the lesson, we are multiplying numbers involving standard form. So the example we have 1.3 times 10 exponent negative 2. Then times 2 times 10 exponent 5. To be able to deal with it, just change the 1.3, rewrite it as 13. But that means that it will be carrying a power of negative 1. So if you simplify, your final answer should be 2.6 times 10 exponent 3. So we move further to look at other examples. And I think you should be able to do that for me. I hope that's okay. Or I'll do it this way. I'll solve one more example with you. Then you help me with the other examples that I'll be giving you. Okay, so there's another example on the board. 12.3 times 10 exponent 2 positive. Then times 5 times 10 exponent negative 4. So how do we go about this one? Ochad?
You change the 12.3 to a whole number.
To a whole number. Okay, do that.
So please, 123
Okay.
times 10 exponent 1 times 10 exponent 2.
Are you sure this should be exponent 1?
Negative 1.
Yes, you are moving from the left. Okay, so it carries negative 1. So the next one is times 5 times what? 10 exponent negative 4. Are you okay? So as Ochad has said, you need to always rewrite them so that the coefficients will be whole numbers. It's very important. You need to get whole numbers before you can perform the multiplication very well. So in this case, Munira, what else do we do?
So I multiply the 123 and 5.
Okay, so you multiply 123 by 5. How do you treat the exponents there? 10 exponent negative 1 times 10 exponent 2. How do you treat them?
You add them.
So add them and tell us what you have.
Negative
So
3.
1, 2, 3 times. I want you to deal with this one and that. What do you get?
1.
So you get 10 exponent what?
1.
1 before the 5 times 10 exponent negative 4. So rearrange it for us, Asifa.
123 times 5
Okay.
times 10 exponent 1 times 10 exponent negative 4.
So I hope that's okay. Tawfiq, We are now to multiply 1, 2, 3 by 5. Let's do that.
3 times 5 is 15.
Okay.
So you write 5, carry 1.
Okay.
5 times 2 is 10, plus 1. So 11. Remainder 1. 5 plus 1 is 1.
5
Times 1 is 1. Is 5 plus 1.
What do you
6,
get?
making 6.
So you have what?
615.
You have 615 times 10 exponent.
3.
What's that?
Negative 3.
That's good. Because you are having 1, positive 1, plus negative 4. You end up with what? Negative 3. So in the end, this should be our answer. But we are looking at standard form. Is the answer written in standard form? Monira, is it written in standard form? So write it in standard form.
6.15
Times 10 exponent
negative 1.
negative 1. Are you okay? Are you okay? That's 615. You can write it as 6.15 times 10 exponent positive 2. No, that's the final answer. Otherwise, you could write it this way. The 615 is 6.15 times 10 exponent 2. Are you okay? You move from the left, 1, 2. That's why it's carrying positive before the negative 3. So when you add the 2, you get negative 1. So you have that. Are you okay? Okay, so viewers, in dealing with the second example, we follow the same procedure. You write, make sure you write all the coefficients as whole numbers before you complete the multiplication. And when you get your final answer, convert it to proper standard form. Otherwise, it will be considered incomplete. So now what we will be doing is, let me now combine the multiplication and the division, and let's see how it will look like. So we have an example on the board. We are to simplify 0.081 times 0.0098 divided by 0.0049 times 0.027, leaving our answer in standard form. I hope that's okay. So this we will do together. Then the next phase, I will give you an assignment or maybe an exercise. I hope that is okay. You should be able to do this. Now, based on our previous knowledge, what we did earlier, multiplying numbers involving standard form. What did I say, Asifa? The first thing to do is to write them as what?
Sir, please, you write them as numbers.
Whole
Numbers.
You write them as whole numbers. So we will rewrite this. Perfect. Okay, continue. How do you write the first one as a whole number?
Sir, please, it will be 81.
81.
Times times 98.
Times, don't forget, 1, you have moved the point, so
Times 10
exponent.
3.
Positive, negative.
So negative 3.
Yes, always take note. Times 10 exponent negative 3. Watch out. The next one, how do you write it as a whole number?
98
98
times 10 exponent negative 4.
Negative 4, because you move the point from the left. 1, 2, 3. Is it 3?
4.
Okay, so it's 4 times. That's correct. 1, 2, 3. Are you sure? Look at it well. Count it properly. It should be what? It's like this. 1, 2, 3. And then what? 4. That's okay. I just wanted to verify the answer. Ochad is right. Yes, Munira. How do you deal with the first one? The denominator.
So you change it to a number.
So do that.
49 times 10 exponent negative 4.
Is she right? So you count 1, 2, 3, and 4. 49 times 10 exponent negative 4. Tofik, the last one.
27 times
10
exponent negative 3.
Negative
3.
3. Are you okay? Right? Okay, so for simplicity, you realize that there's 10 exponent negative 4 as part of the numerator. There's also 10 exponent negative 4 as part of the denominator. As if what can we do to them?
So you cross multiply.
They can, it's like dividing 5 by 5. What will you get?
So you cancel them.
You can cancel them out. Are you okay? We also have 10 exponent negative 3 as a numerator here. 10 exponent negative 3 as a denominator. Tawfiq, what can we do to them?
Also.
Yes. This only happens with multiplication. No? If you see plus here, when you see a plus sign, the rule will not work. Something like 5 plus 7 over 5 plus 2. Don't cancel the 5s. It doesn't work. It applies to only multiplication. Are you okay? Get that clear. But I will not use that simple approach. Let's continue. Let's apply all the rules. So from here, Munira, what do?
So you multiply the numbers.
You group the whole numbers. So you end up with 81 times what? 98. And also group what? The numbers carrying the powers, the exponents. Are you okay? So we will have 10 exponent negative 3 times 10 exponent what? 4. The denominator, Tawfiq, what do? You do same, right?
Yes, sir.
So you end up with 49 times 10, 49 times 27 times 10 exponent negative 4 times 10 exponent negative 3. So this is what we have. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
So you add here, you see they are the same. You don't need to even add. You can just cross them out. This one can go with that. Because they will give you the same answer. All right? If you add the exponents, what do you get? The numerator, Orchard. Add the exponents, what do you get?
Negative 7.
What is this?
Negative 3.
What is this?
Negative 4.
Are you sure? Okay. I didn't write it well. Okay, so it's true. It should be negative 4. So you end up with what? Negative 7. What of the denominator? Munira, what will be the power?
Negative 7.
Negative 7. Are you okay? So once they carry the same power in the same base, we assume the numerical value is the same. So you can cancel this with that. So we are left with 81 times 98 divided by 49 times 27. So always look out for factors. Something here must be could have been a factor of the numerator, a number in the numerator. 27 can also be a factor of something. So look out for those things. If they are not factors, you look out for least common multiple. Those kind of things. So that it makes the work so easy for you to deal with. Asifa, can 49 go into 98? Can 49 go into 98?
Yes.
How many times?
2 times.
That is very good. Are you okay? 49, when you multiply 49 by 2, you get what? 98. So we have here 1. It goes into itself 1, into 98 what? 2. I hope that's okay. Are you clear?
Yes.
All right. Tofik, 27 and 81, how are they related?
27 going to 1.
Uh-huh.
Going to 81 3 times.
3 times. So we have here 1. Here, what?
3.
3. Are you okay? So now, remember this one will be 1 and this other one will be 1 because they are the same. So you just multiply the 3 by 2 by 1. What do you get, Munira? 6. And the denominator, what do you get?
1.
1. And what's the final answer?
6.
6. Right? Are you okay?
Yes.
But remember the question says, leaving your answer in standard form. So if we write it as 6, are we right? If we leave the answer as 6, are we right? So what do we do? Orchard?
10.
10 exponent what?
1.
10 exponent 1, Munira. The answer is 6. We want to leave it in standard form. What do we do?
To be 0.6 times 10 exponent 1.
10 exponent 1? Are you sure? Asifa, times 10 exponent what?
-1.
No. 10 exponent 0. You know, if you write times 10 exponent -1, it means 0.6. Are you okay? If you write 10 exponent 1, it means 60. But if you write 10 exponent 0, that gives you what? 1. Times 6, you get back 6. So you have to be very, very careful when you are dealing with these things. Are you okay? So if you end up with a whole number that lies between 0 and 10, if it lies between 0 and 10, then you multiply that answer by what? 10 exponent 0. That is the standard form of such numbers. Are you okay with that? All right, any questions regarding what we have done so far? So this is what we call multiplication and division of numbers involving standard form. So we move on. I'll give you, because of time, I'll give you some questions to go and try on your own. I hope that's clear. In our next lesson, I'll take your answers and look at them. Okay, so viewers, we have come to a point where I will have to test your understanding of the lesson. So I'm giving you take home. Before our next lesson, I want you to solve these yourself. Don't let anybody help you. just make sure you do it on your own to test your own understanding. So we have on the board, you have to express A, 4.56 times 3.6 divided by 0.12, and B, 0.016 times 0.084 divided by 0.48 in standard form. It's very, very important to listen to the question. You have to leave it in standard form. So do that, and I will inspect your answers in our next lesson. Till then, enjoy yourselves. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All right.